education actually should be a local issue. Who is to be trained to be a teacher? I think he has to be coming from the local environment.
Yes.
And for example, like let us say if the meritocracy is supposed to be, of course, is a good idea in terms of like let us say if the whole country
has equal opportunity.
Yes. Like let us say TSC, if it says minimum grade should be C standing,
yes.
It should be for that, for all students. But if it's abused, if it's not considered the circumstances which those students from northern Kenya come
yes.
from, I think it will be unfair. For example, it's abused in the sense that in Kenya, the TSC they recruit people from other parts of the region
to send to Northeastern.
To send to Northeastern as an employment opportunity,
yes,
and
yes.
Immediately they settle there.
Yes.
Whatever excuses they can find, whether
they will come back again.
They will come back here.
So there's a permanent shortage of teachers.
There's a permanent shortage of teachers.
Yes.
That's why I think any policy, whenever you're developing,
and now when we wanted to train our own, the TSC comes and says no,
yes.
You can't train.
Whenever you're doing a policy for I think you have to look at the circumstances which within that area you are setting the policy. So I think in northern Kenya, policies should be set, probably education should be devolved fully, so that at the county levels they can now develop their standards. Of course, a national guideline policy has to be there, but they should be able to develop their own institutions like training colleges, and then they can take grades
build their own capacity.
To build on their capacities. And thanks to devolution, there is some aspect of that coming up. I'm aware of Wajir there is an
MTC, Medical Training College.
I think there's also a private training teachers college. I'm not sure. Garissa there is. Mandera there is. They've just developed something.
The one in Garissa, 90% of the students are coming from other parts of the country.
So you don't have. That's why I'm saying some of these things should be localized, because you have devolved system. This devolution system should allow many things to be devolved at the local level, especially now security, especially at the police level. At the police level, it should be devolved. At the education level, to a certain extent, maybe basic primary education up to, it should be devolved to instead of ECDC. Actually, I did for the Transitional Authority a consultancy on function transfers. Immediately they came in, and we were assessing all these things. And when we went to the counties, people were asking because there was this idea initially of transferring functions to counties depending on their capacity. And they said, who is to build our capacity? The guys who are to build our capacity are the ones. Why we devolve this system is just to run away from the national, who are corrupt, who are themselves who are developing these policies, which is skewed.
Nepotism,
which is skewed.
And all that, yes.
So that's why all the functions were transferred to the counties. And within a short time, you could see
market development.
Yes, despite the fact that some of the negative aspects of corruption and all those things were also devolved.
Yeah.
But the benefits were outweighing far much, especially for northern Kenya.
Yes.
Then that short period, the impact it had on it. So I think it would have been more important. I mean, it would have had more impact if, for example, the education was devolved to a certain level. Security was also devolved to a certain level, at least to police level. Maybe intelligence, military can be still at the national, but at a localized, so that people can organize their lives to catch up with. Although still national guiding policies and principles should be there. But
response.
Yes.